Hello everyone, welcome back to CodingScientist.com. You are watching Hacking Raspberry Pi One of a Kind Zero to Hero series. Alright guys, so let's move on to some more tricks and a bit advanced ones. In this lesson, I am going to show how to activate your temperature, pressure and humidity sensor. There are a couple of other sensors which we are going to see later, but for now, I will show you how to activate those sensors, read the environmental input first in the IDE on your Python Thorny IDE, and then publish those into your Raspberry Sense hat on the display itself, right? For example, you can read the humidity, you can read the temperature, you can read the pressure, and then publish those onto the display real time live on the internet remotely. Wow, you can imagine what kind of IoT projects you can build using this application, isn't it? Anyways, so now let's take a look at it. So let me move on to my circuit. So I hope this is the previous one. It's running as Coding Scientist. I think you can see in this camera. I'm not sure if this is going to be clear. Let me just check if you guys can see in the primary camera of mine. No, it's not that clear, but anyways, I will see what best I can do, but unfortunately that's the quality of camera I have for recording videos and stuff. So let's move on. As far as you understand the concept with the codes and the circuit, there's no circuit involved, of course, because it's directly plugged on top. Anyways, now let's move on to VNC. I am on my VNC, my remote access to Raspberry Pi. Alright, so this is the pressure sensor code. From Sense hat, I'm importing the Sense hat, of course, and then I'm declaring the component, and then I'm reading the pressure to get the pressure, right? So simple, and then printing that out. By running this code, you are not going to see the pressure volume on the display. You are going to see it on the screen here on the terminal. So let's run and see what happens. Okay, there you go, 913.116215. I don't know what exactly it is, but that's the reading it shows. Now, let me stop this. Let me go to humidity sensor. So this is as simple as that. From sense_hat, I'm importing the sense hat library for Python, and then I'm declaring the object, and then I want to clear the output. So basically it's going to read the humidity and then get the humidity from the sensor and then print the humidity output. So it's a very simple code, isn't it guys? So let me run this. There you go, the humidity shows 61.175857, whatever it is, right? That's great. So the reading is perfect, but nothing is showing up on the display, right? I'll just share my circuit. You can see the display is blank. There is nothing. See, it's totally empty, right? So excuse me. So having said that, now let's move on to the next one, which is temperature sensor. Here it's the same code except this sense.get_temperature. From the sense hat, we are importing sense hat again, and then we are going to read the temperature. That is the inbuilt sensor. Let's count down, starts now, run. Cool. So the temperature is 31.98. That is where I am sitting right now. So it's pretty clear the temperature is working fine. Now combine this together. How are we going to run it on the display? So this is the code. I am going to capture the temperature, humidity and pressure, all three put together with a scrolling message, which is going to read it on my Sense hat display itself. So that's interesting, isn't it guys? So the code is here guys. I'm going to leave all this code for you in my GitHub repository. You can pick it up from there and you can play around. It's a pretty simple code, right? Those of you from Python background, you can easily understand line by line. It's very simple. It's a very plain and simple object oriented programming. Anyway, so let me run this code and let's cross our finger. I hope it runs. I set the speed to 20 to make it very slow in case you want to further slow down, you can make it as 30, 40, 50. You want to make it little fast, you can put it as 0.01 or 0.02 or 5 here, depending upon your choice. Now let me run this again. See, on the terminal nothing prints, but I can see it's running on my sense hat. Let me show you my circuit. There you go. Can you see, guys? It's clearly running temperature, temperature, temperature. And now it's running pressure. It's going to show the reading of pressure. But this looks little slow, right? We need to be really patient to read each and every letter. And then there you go, the humidity, it shows the humidity now. Okay, looks to be fine, but it's little, I would say not little, it's too slow. So probably what we can do is I will just stop here and then make it as, say, 15. Let's see what happens, and then save it and then run. Not much of difference. Maybe let me make it as 10. Save, run. Yeah, this seems to be okay. Let me show you. Yeah, this seems to be okay. So I was just changing the parameter, the speed parameter. So let me show you what I was doing. So this is what I changed in the code here. I was just trying to change the code here from 0.10 to, it was 20, it was too slow, right? So I made it to 10. Now it looks little reasonable speed. Yeah, it's little reasonable. Anyways, so guys, it's a pretty interesting lesson, isn't it? Now that you know how to capture the temperature, humidity and pressure by activating the sensor using MicroPython code, you guys can build multiple projects with this, right? So I'm going to come back to you in the next lesson. We are going to see some more interesting stuff. Until then, goodbye.